weeks to learn, but a lifetime to master.
Exactly. So you've got to start it at a young age, and this is not a very good sign as far as Lyceum is concerned. First up at the table to break. It's a foul.
Glances over his shoulders, meron pong shot clock. Ating tournament. Gets that one to go, goes off to, oh, scratches. Not cute. He's looking good here in rack number 2.
More than anything, asintahin mo lang yung 9, and then right now he can actually have his choice. He can go down to the corner or even go to the side pocket.
Which he just called that left side pocket. Earlier on, he had a miss on a 10, pero that was a completely different shot. Pabanda yun, bank shot sa long rail. It should be a lot easier for Rennel Dugos.
The only reason why it makes it difficult is this is going to be his first rack. And so, you know, getting the first rack is always the most difficult, but he manages that one. And he's on the board. All you got to do is be able to get on the board. The first and the last racks are almost always the most difficult to get. So you have to be very precise. He was, as you said, right on the money. Gitnang gitna. And he's on the board. We're tied at 1. Let's take a Rennel Dugos. Take a look at his profile. Nickname Ren. He's from Pasay City, of course, studying for Lyceum, representing Lyceum here in this tournament. Second year HRM, and he's been playing pool for 4 years. Lyceum taking rack number 2. A lot of action in the balls, but it might be dry here.
It does see, it is a dry break. Para dito kay Dela Fuente.
That really baffled me to begin with, and I guess a lot of the players eventually realized, no, ba't ako tatawag ng safety? Because you can't call the safety, but you're giving up control of the table, period.
And you'd have to be perfect every single stroke, every single time you take a shot. Now, it's better that it has evolved this way. Pag magpapakit ka lang ng bola, tsaka mo kailangan i-call yung shot mo.
Like that particular time. See, he called for a pocket, but then he was really playing safe more than anything else.
Baka sakali.
Baka sakali pumasok. Well, right now, in this instance, it's opened the table up. The National University will try to pounce on this opportunity.
And if he can break that 6 and a 5 cluster together, top of the table.
I'm not quite sure from this angle if he can do that, but I think there is enough space to really look at the 5 from there.
Yeah,
he's got a direct pocket, yeah. Well, more than anything else, he had to make sure. Michelle was actually looking at the time to make sure if he was able to get it off in time, and they say he did.
Oh.
I think he was so worried about the time.
He overthought everything.
And he was also worried about the preparation. But I think he got lucky once again. Depende siniswerte itong dalawang mga players. They've had, you know, equal share of luck both ways.
Everything but the shot there. Left side pocket called here. Dugos starting to look good here to take his second rack in a row.
And this is the shot of this rack. He knocked this one down. Tapos ang kwento rito.
We are tied at 1 rack apiece in this race to 7. Dugos looking to go back-to-back at yun na nga, no? That was the shot of the rack, and he is straight on for the 10. Should be good to go up 2 racks to 1.
Well, that's a piece of cake as far as he's concerned. After hitting a tremendous shot on the 9 ball, and he takes a 2-1 advantage here in the second rack. He scratched at the break, and he actually gave the table right back to his opponent, and you did yield the table eventually, but that's something he should consider.
So Rennel Dugos back out to break here, alternate break formats. This tournament.
It's going to be dry again. That's why, but you know what's nice is about the fact that wala nga tayong academy na gano'n ng mga players dun sa Chinese Taipei where you can actually learn things the right way, the proper ABCs. Pero ang maganda ngayon is a lot of the pros have started to teach these young kids already. They've taken so many young kids under their wing. So yun, at an early age, tinuturo na talaga sa kanila yung basics. There is no formal schooling, pero nagtuturo sa kanila ay yung mga magagaling na talaga.
Pagdating sa larangan ng bilyar, Pilipino yung inaanap. So even if these kids decide to not turn pro, there's still another avenue na mapakinabangan nila yung galing nila at mga natututunan nila sa mundo ng bilyar.
That's very true. In fact, you know, the first name that comes to mind is Joven Bustamante. And Joven is actually, should still be playing on tour. But alam mo, sa dami-dami kasi ng player na magagaling dyan, you know, you have to be, not just have to be good, but you also have to be lucky. So somebody like Joven Bustamante has said, look, at least if I go to the Middle East and I start teaching there, at least yung pasok ng pera para sa pamilya ko, tuloy-tuloy. But he should be still competing. He can compete at the highest level. Pero alam mo, pag kalaban mo yung mga masters, kalaban mo yung mga ibang pros, na kasing galing mo, pag talagang minalas ka na nandito ng konti, hindi ka naman nanalo, wala kang may uwi na prize money, then what happens? Your family goes hungry.
Hindi sure na.
So sometimes, you know, you may not earn as much as you would when you win a big tournament.
But steady.
But at the same time, steady nga. But at the same time, I mean, how often can you win a big tournament? Talagang everything has really have to come, you know, it has to come together para manalo ng tournament. Talagang may kasamang swerte talaga. At minsan you know, sprinkling of malas dito sa kalaban mo para manalo ka eh.
When they get older and deeper into the world of billiards, usually mga 1 or 2 weeks lang yung mga ganung tournament. Ito, November pa tayo nagsimula in search of the next superstars of billiards.
That's right. Now you've made a mistake here. You know, these are the mental mistakes that these players will make definitely at this stage. Because a mistake like that can also be made by the pros. What more pa sa mga batang to? Just missing that one, so he came off the long way a little bit early. Mistake.
Ito mga taga-Lyceum, malamang sa better naglalaro ito. The legendary pool hall. Natalaw tayo dyan a couple of times way back in the day.
And I think there are a lot of few masters that actually still visit that place, and they can actually start teaching these young kids the finer rudiments of the game at makakatulong talaga sa kanila in the long run. Follow this one down table. Get a fairly easy shot. The 10. So he's gonna want to stop. Yes, he does.
So Reynold Dugos is looking good to make it 3 in a row after dropping the opening rack of this race for 7.
That coming on the dry break as well. Just like that, 3 straight racks on the trot. Lamang ng Lyceum.
Break.
Take a look at the crowd gathered here at the activity center. Starting them young.
That's too young. You have to lay them on big after lay that girl on the table for him to do something.
3 ball corner.
Coming from Dela Fuente here.
It's a great one. You can ill afford losing this one to fall down 4-1.
Hits that perfectly there. love in that shot. You gotta realize though he's out of extensions at this point.
That's why he keeps looking back at the clock.